guys, today I want to talk to you about diets and why I'm against diets. When I was a child, not child but teenager, I was 15 years old. I started to get a little bit fatter, after after you become mature and after you got your period, the girls usually start to get more weight to their bodies. Then people who used to know me before, they used to see me always slim. They used to see me like a child. Now, when I become 15 years old, my body started to shape like a woman. And I started to gain some weight. And my father, who was reading lots of books about health, who was following even the yoga, he used to make yoga in home. He by himself told me that, for example, if I'm 160 centimeters as high, I should weigh like 50 kilograms and not more. If I go more than that, that means I'm already fat. He was always telling me that and that every single day. And I by myself, I am around 163 centimeters, and I used to be like a 55 or 56 kilograms, which is not too much over what he wanted me to be. I didn't know even why he's doing it, why he was always pushing me to do diets and these kind of things. But when 10 times you're listening same story, then you start to follow it. Then I went to my grandfather and mother home, and my grandfather as well. He didn't see me like a woman before. He didn't see me change so much. So he said, "Oh, you really put some weight." And when you hear from here and from there, from a couple of places that you really are fat, you start to believe in yourself. You're really fat, even if you're not that fat, like they're saying. So what I did, I started to read. In that time when I was 15, 16 years old, there was not internet, there were not so many books about how to become slim, and we used to buy newspapers, and from the newspapers we used to read how we can reduce weight, what is the best way fast to reduce weight, because we want fast, we want always the result to be fast. So we make a 3 days diet, and after that we want 3 kg to be reduced from our body. But our body doesn't work like that. Many of us want something like a magic pill or magic fluid or something, just to drink it, and they can eat fried potatoes, they can eat pizza, they can eat any rubbish food, ice cream, chocolates, and after that they want just to take one magical pill, and everything to be fine, their body to work perfect, and they to become slim. Many of us, once in a while in our life, was thinking we are fat, because of our father, grandfathers, or some friends or someone on the street who just shouted at you, "Oh, look at you, you're so fat." Before many years, the fatness, people didn't realize fatness. This is not a it's not something to be funny about. It's a disease. When I was kid by myself, when I got a little bit more weight, the people from outside used to say, "Oh, you fatty, what are you doing, what are you eating," and these kind of things, you understand. So I really was ashamed of myself. I was thinking, what's wrong with me, why I become like that, why I can't be like some of my schoolmates who are so slim and so nice. And then I started to read these newspapers, and I started to follow very strict diets. I cut the bread, I cut the rice. In my country we don't eat pasta, so I didn't cut it at all. Also, I cut the meat, I cut the sugar at all, like sugar, no chocolates, no candies, no lollipops, nothing, no ice creams, nothing. So just because my father told me I'm fat and I have to be that much kg for that much height. So for example, if you're 70 kg, you should be 170 centimeters high. If not, that means you are over your weight. I mean, you can't be more than that, otherwise you're considering like a fat. But let me tell you something. Some people who, for example, are 60 kg and they're my height, they look much more better fit than me if I'm 60 kg. So the kg is not everything what you need to look for. Sometimes your bones could be waving more or something like that. So it's not only about the kg, it's about how you look and how you feel yourself. I was only 15 years old, so I was easily convinced that I'm fat and I'm not worthy and I have to do something to become nice, to attract guys, to attract people around me and that kind of things. So I started this strict diets. Let me tell you what is a strict diet. I read in the newspaper that you need to eat like 6 boiled potatoes a day. I started to eat this. And then I started eating every day, and like that. Then sometimes I used to eat one apple or pear, but mostly I used to eat potato. In my country, potatoes are cheap, so it's not big deal, you know. But you should not eat the potato fry or something like that. You should not put too much oil. You should eat it like exactly potato with salt. That's it. That was the recipe of the newspaper. Then little by little, of course, if you change your habits, your body is starting to change as well. So yeah, I noticed the difference. I really started to become slimmer. I used to make lots of yoga as well. I used to follow my father advices. And then I really become very slim. That's true. I cut the meat, I cut the fruits, the vegetables, everything. I used to eat only 6 potato a day. So in this 6 potato, there is no vitamins, there is nothing except sugar. But if you eat only potatoes, of course, you can't go too much up to your weight. And I was very active. I used to go to school and that kind of things. So basically, I reduced around 10-15 kg. Then 10-15 kg. So from 55-6 kg, I become 45 kg. I used to make yoga and everything. And I still didn't like myself. In the mirror, I still was looking like, fat. Because people around me are calling me I am fat. Then my father one time came to my bed and he saw me. I didn't have energy. I mean, if every day you're eating 6 potatoes a day, you can't have too much energy. You can't be smiling when in your body there is not enough sugar, there is not enough iron, there is not enough vitamins. Then your body is starting to feel like an old person. I mean, you're not active. You're laying down. I used to lay down in my bed around 1, 2, 3, 4 days, just like that. I was just dreaming that I'm the best slim person in the world. And I was really slim, but I didn't notice it because I still was listening the bad voice telling me, oh, you're fat, you're fat. So why I'm against the diet is because the diet is not helping you to reduce weight. It's just damaging everything in yourself. For example, it's true that I reduce 10-15 kg from my weight. That's true. But from the other side, I become more sick. Nowadays, I'm suffering still from the consequences which I did 20 years before when I was just 15. For example, I damaged my teeth. I had lots of holes in my teeth because of lack of vitamins. My hair started to become lean and started to fall down. Of course, if you don't eat meat, if you're used to eat meat, eggs, yogurt, milk, and in one time you cut everything just to become slim because someone told you, then you're going to damage your health forever. forever and ever. I spend so much money for dentist. You don't know. I spend so much money. I used to have very nice teeth, very healthy teeth. After 1-2 years of diet, I damaged my teeth, and till now I'm paying for my mistake which I did 20 years before. My father, he's only thinking about the kg, but he's not thinking about our health in general. Our health, this is what we eat. And if I eat only 6 potato or 1 kg of apple or only 1 kg of banana, then what you're doing is you are putting yourself in risk. I also, because of that, I have a very bad anemia, and I have to treat it every single day till the rest of my life. I will talk to you about anemia in some of my other videos, because it's also very big topic, and it's my own experience. But just let's go now for how the things change in my life. After some time, my body was craving for so much sugar. My body was craving for bread. My body was craving for fries. Because 1-2 years, when you put yourself in this strict diet, after that, your body is craving. I remember I used to wake up in the nights, guys, and I used to go in the kitchen, and I used to look for everything what I didn't eat this 1-2 years. I used to go and eat bread, just plain bread, because I was missing it so much. I used to go and eat cheese, everything, and for couple of months I put again weight, and I put more than what I was weighing in the beginning. So again my father started to say, oh, again you're fat, you ruin your diet, this, that. He didn't see that he was actually the cause to start the diet. I could be 55 for a couple of years and not going up and down, but he made me to go down, and after that to make me to go up and to go more up than I was before. I didn't realize these things when I was child, and if you ask me, am I going to do it again? Am I going to recommend to other people to go to strict diets? I will tell you, don't do it. Don't recommend to your kids when they're 15 years old or 14 or 12. Don't recommend them to cut everything and go to strict diets. Just cut from their diets what is bad for them, what is making them to gain weight. If I see on the street one child a little bit more fat, I know that their parents are the persons who are making them to be like that. And if you see one little bit more fat child, then you see the mother and you understand what is the reason that child is like that. The reason is the food which you're giving to your kids. It's nothing else. The kids are not getting weight because of air. The kids are not getting weight because of sun. They're just getting weight of what you give them every day. If you give them all the time juices, concentrated juices, you give them Coke, Fanta, and these kind of things. If you give them everyday hamburgers, and if you give them everyday fries just because you can't do something healthy for them, then that is the reason why they're like that. And tomorrow someone like my father or my grandfather will go on the street and say, hey, you fatty. And that's not nice. That's not nice someone to call you fat. It's not nice someone to laugh at your problem. And then this problem is becoming your reducing your self-respect, your self-values, your self-love, and like that. You should love yourself the way you are. And if you see that your mom, even if you're a kid, if your mom is giving you that kind of thing, say, Mom, that's not right. Give me what is right. Give me what is right for my body. Then my body will function right, and my body will be healthy, and my body will be fit. That is what I'm doing. From 20 years, guys, I'm not doing any diet. I just cut some simple foods from my food, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, what I did is I cut the sugar, but not cut forever. I mean, sometimes if I want to eat ice cream, I will eat. Sometimes if I want to eat chocolate and I feel very hungry for sugar, I'll go and buy one chocolate, because you should not put yourself you should not make yourself strict in something. Sometimes the body craves for sugar, and not only for fruit sugar, for that kind of sugar. So if you feel like you want once in a while to eat ice cream, I mean, just go and buy it. Don't don't cut everything from your life. Life is very short. Today you're here, tomorrow you don't know, maybe you're dead, and your before you die you will say, oh God, I didn't eat one ice cream, the ice cream which I really love, or the pizza which I really love, or the pasta which I really love. Sometimes give yourself the pleasure to eat, because the food should be pleasure and not a law. Someone is telling you, oh, do this, do that, do that. Recently, I also went to one website in Facebook when they were talking about how to eat for 2 days milk, for 2 days salad, for 2 days fruits, for 2 days chicken, for 2 days fish, for 2 days potatoes. And many people were commenting how they were reducing so much weight and that kind of things. Yeah, that is true. If you are weighing too much over your what you should weigh, of course, if you change little bit your habits, you will go reduce weight. That is true. If you cut anything from your diet, which, for example, you're eating too much rice, if you cut little bit from your rice, or you cut the rice at all, you will notice the difference. You see that something is working better for you. That's true. But if you cut everything like a bread, like a sugar, like a pasta, like if you cut everything, then your body start to crave for it, start to be hungry for it, and it's not nice. uh, it's not nice. Also, yeah, I recommend you guys, if you want fast to reduce weight, you can make this one. You can make 2 days of that kind of food, 2 days of another kind of food, like a fish, like a chicken, and these kind of things. But you can't do this diet forever. Your body, if you eat 2 days only of potatoes, that means you're having lack of other vitamins which you're not taking, because in the potato there is nothing else but only sugar. So you're taking nothing than only sugar. If you eat 2 days of chicken, in chicken there is proteins. Yeah, in chicken there is a fatness, there is maybe iron, there is many other good things. But in chicken there is not too many vitamins which you can take from your salad. So if you balance chicken with salad, then you have even vitamins, even irons, vitamin K, vitamin A, folic acid, vitamin C, like that. So I'm telling you, don't do that kind of diets forever. Do it one time if you want to try it, but don't do it forever. I, by myself, from 20 years, I'm not doing any diets. I delivered one child 4 years before, and for my pregnancy, I put weight only 5-6 kg. The reason I put so little is, guys, because I was working so much. I used to work from 8 to 6 o'clock, and sometimes I used to go early in the morning to get some blood test, and I didn't have too much time to eat from my work. When I used to go to work, I didn't have too much time to eat in a breakfast. I didn't have time in lunchtime. You know, when you're always tired, when you're always thinking about work, and problems in work and how to do it faster and everything, sometimes you do forget to eat. That is very important. I'm not proud of myself that I didn't gain too much weight, but when I delivered my child, it was easy for me to reduce the weight, because after delivery I become around 53 or 54 years. 53, 54 kg or something. I reduced what was in my stomach, my liquids, my baby, and like that. Okay. So my advice is, guys, don't do strict diets. If you think that the rice is not good for you, cut it. If you think the bread is not good for you, cut it, but eat other things. Sometimes eat muesli, sometimes eat ice cream. Sometimes if you crave for sugar, eat even one lollipop, or eat blueberries or strawberries. Don't cut the sugar in your life. Sugar is making you happy. Sugar is making you positive. You know, I can't imagine my life without sugar. I used to cut the sugar still minimum. I used to live on this strict diet, and I know what it is, and I know that it's not helping. It's not helping, because if you're cutting the sugar, you're becoming more aggressive. You start to see all the time the bad things in people's life. Like, you start to be jealous with them because they can eat everything, and you can't allow yourself to eat everything. So let me give you the tips which are going to make you really fit. Try to eat more beans, lentils, chickpeas, and all that kind of food. Try to eat more plant food, like a cooked, like a curries, or like a salads. What I'm doing is, if I don't want to cook the beans or something, I just boil the beans. I remove the water, and the beans is becoming a little bit dry. Then I put little bit olive oil, little bit salt, little bit olives, or little bit of onion, and I make it like a salad. You don't need to even cook it, and it's very tasty, very nice, and very healthy for you. I mean, you're going to boost your metabolism, and your body is going to start to work nice. Also, don't cut the meat if you're not if you have been vegetarian and you want to go to non-veg. I'm telling you that is a very hard, and people who are doing this are damaging themselves. I know there is lots of topics about and for and against to be vegan, but I'm telling you, if your mother and father was feeding you with meat, please try to not cut the meat. You can eat little, but don't cut it. Don't cut it, because you're going to make big damages to yourself. You can have an anemia and that kind of things. Okay, what personally I did to become fit is, I'm walking a lot. I'm very active. I don't recommend running every day. No, I hate running. I swear I hate running, and it's making my heart to beat fast, and I don't like it. What I like is like a day I can make 2-3 kilometers or 5-6 kilometers. I love walking, and that is one of the way. You should be active. You can't sit in front of your TV and just eat fries and hamburgers and expect that your body will work nice. That's not going to happen. Okay, second, if you're eating too much rice, cut the rice. In rice there is lots of sugar, lots of carbohydrates, and rice is making people fat. If you see most of the Asian people, they used to eat rice, and when they're eating too much rice, plus their basic curries like a chicken curry or lamb curry, beef curry, or these kind of things, then they're making it worse. Rice and meat is one of the worst combination, like a potato and meat. That is the worst combination. So better you eat them separately. Cut little bit the rice, cut little bit the potatoes as well. In there as well, there is lots of sugar, and especially the fried potatoes. Okay, I don't say don't eat potato. Eat, guys. Don't be scared to eat it. It's nice once in a while to eat potatoes, sometimes rice, sometimes pasta, and like that. Also, if you are big fan of pasta, if you're eating pasta every day, eat in very little quantity, because when you're eating a lot, pasta is same like rice and bread. There is lots of sugar, lots of carbohydrates, and that kind of things. Also, try to eat more fruits, vegetables. If you can't eat it, you can make smoothies. Nowadays, there is so many recipes of healthy smoothies, so you can have a 5 in a days. Veg and fruits. Also drink lots of water. Don't forget 1.5 liters or 2 liters a day. If you can drink it warm, it will be better, because in warm water the metabolism is working better, and is reducing the fat in your body. Also, eat meat. I told you, eat meat, but not in big quantities. Sometimes if you're craving for some sugar, have one chocolate or a couple of bars of chocolate is fine. You're not going for one day to increase so much weight. If you once in a while you permit to yourself, you allow to yourself to eat that. Also teach your kids to eat healthy food. I'm telling you, if you teach them from small age to avoid the bad foods, whole life they will not struggle with weight gain. Never, never. If you teach them with fried potatoes, hamburgers, and that kind of rubbish food, that kind of fast food, you're going to damage their health. Not only how they look, how they feel inside, and they'll get lots of diseases and that kind of things. What else I can recommend you is to eat lots of nuts. But let me tell you one thing. Nuts are good, but you should not eat too much. If you eat big quantities of nuts, they will make you gain weight. I used to do even this. One time I was craving, like there was like a one moment in my life I was craving for cashew nut, and I used to eat only cashew nut, but in cashew nut in 100 grams there is like a 600 or 700 calories in 100 grams. That means you have to eat 200 or 300 grams a day, and that's it, nothing else, no meat, no rice, no something. So what I'm telling you, eat little nuts. Nuts are good, but in good quantities. They contains lots of fat, and this fat the body can't work out. So eat little bit nuts, eat little bit lentils, eat little bit beans, eat little bit potato, eat little bit rice. Everything. You have to balance everything in your life, and you'll be fine. And I hope I was helpful. I see my video is quite long, so I'm thinking to leave you guys. What I'm going to tell you: be happy, be positive, eat nice food, try to avoid the bad foods in your life. Don't listen to people what they're telling you. You value more than what they're saying. You worth more than what people are thinking, but you need to believe in yourself so the people will believe in you. I wish you a happy day and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.